before we start, so let's discuss about the syllabus once again, and you can tell me all the stuff that you want to learn, and we'll go over that again, and then we'll start about the game development.
Okay. Is it recording?
No, no.
Just ask. Tell them. 1 minute. I'll call them. 1 minute. Just a minute.
Okay.
Sir? Yeah, I'll call them and I'll ask them to record it. Hello, madam? Sir, 1 minute. Ring is going.
What?
Ring is going. 1 minute. Hello? Yeah, tell me, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah. It's okay. So it's now recording, right?
They are not recording, I think so. We'll see in the Zoom. Record option is there. Who is the host actually? Yeah. Now it's recording, I think so. Okay. Yeah, we'll start. Lakshay, your name, la? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, sir, we'll start.
Okay. So you are recording, right?
Pardon, sir?
You are recording it?
No, I'm not recording. We'll see. Tomorrow I'll ask him. I'll ask sir. Anant.
So you can share your screen, and we can discuss about the syllabus.
Discuss about this?
Yeah.
What we'll discuss?
About the syllabus, the complete syllabus that we are going to learn in game development.
Yeah. Okay. 1 minute. I am searching for the document where it is. Okay, I'll download it from there. Can you add your dinner?
Yeah.
Add your dinner?
Yeah.
8 o'clock is convenient for you?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Actually, have you seen, sir? Can you see me? Can you see my?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, screen. Yeah.
Actually, in Unity, I'll start Unity. 1 minute. Unity also I'll start. How many years of experience you have, sir?
4 years.
Yeah, for you. 4 years. 4 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 years. 4 years.
Now, okay, Unity is starting. 1 minute. Can you see the screen, sir?
Yeah, I can see your Gmail, the mail from Sparkdatabox.
Actually,
Yeah.
Unity, can you see my screen? Unity is getting started.
No, I cannot see it now.
Okay, okay. 1 minute. Share screen. Sir, 1 minute. I'm starting the Unity.
Okay.
See, actually, Unity is started. 1 minute.
Yeah, I can see.
Can you see?
Yeah.
In this, can you see these components?
Uh-huh.
Come here, come
Your
now.
scripts. You were trying something out, I guess. Also, I want to note it down that you're using an older version of Unity that's at least 2 years older. It's 2018.
Okay.
And I would recommend that you get the latest version, that is, I guess, 2020.
2020. Okay, okay. I'll download it today.
And
Sir,
do you
add
have
component.
Blender?
The see, yeah, Blender I have. 1 minute, I'll show you. Add component. Can you see the components here? Rigid body, rigid 2D, rigid first person controller, activate trigger.
Yeah.
So most of the components you need to cover.
Yeah. We have to cover it to make a game.
Yeah, we
It
have to
is a
cover.
must.
Okay, that one, and you start from scratch itself. Then I'll tell
Yeah.
you another one.
Another what?
I'll share you another screen. Okay,
Okay.
new screen. Can you see?
Yeah, I can see your MS Word.
Blender, you asked me to start, no?
I
I'll
can
show you.
see the MS Word. Oh, okay. Blender is starting.
I'll start Blender. Blender, where it is? Blender is starting. Yeah, what, sir? I have started. Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see the screen. I can see the Blender. Okay, this is the new Blender, so no issue there. I have
New
the
version.
latest
And
one. Yeah,
only Unity I have to change
yeah,
to 2020.
yeah.
Okay, I'll do it today.
Okay, I will share my screen and
And
I will
sir,
help
and one
you
more
with
thing.
that.
And one
Yeah,
more
yeah,
thing, I'll show you. Can you
huh?
see my document? Windows document?
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Learning C# for Unity. These things and all will rush and go.
Mm-hmm.
About Unity basic concepts. Blender you teach me in detail, and Unity 3D you teach me in detail, and
Mm-hmm.
mathematics and physics required also you teach me, and you
Okay.
tell me what is first person shooters, third person shooter, and types of games. Like one thing. 1 minute, I'll type it. I'll type it. I'll show you. Then you can share your screen. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Types of games. Sir, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the list of types of games.
Yeah, you should tell me all these things. What are the different kinds of games and an example for each game so that I can go and download it and I can play it. So I should get some idea about games,
Okay.
how to write the story, so all these things. So for how many hours we will take? 2.5 hours?
Yeah, around 2 hours to 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours will take. And in that 2.5 hours, 45 minutes we'll see Unity 3D, 45 minutes Blender, and 45 minutes for.
No. We won't go something like that. We'll be covering them individually, one at a time. We'll not be splitting it around.
அப்படியா?
So because first we need to start with 2D games before we go for the 3D ones. So in the 2D games we don't need the Blender. So we'll not be learning first of all Blender. We'll first be learning about Unity, and when we complete the 2D games and when we go for the 3D ones, then we need the 3D assets. Then we'll learn the Blender. You understand?
Okay. Can you repeat it?
Yeah, sure. What I'm saying is Blender is used for making 3D assets. Okay.
Okay.
So we will need it when we'll be making a 3D game. But first we'll be making a 2D game in Unity. So for the starters, we'll be learning about Unity and the 2D games, not Blender.
Okay.
And then we start with the 3D game. Then we'll be learning Blender and Unity all together. 1 hour Blender, 1 hour Unity, 1 hour Blender, 1 hour Unity, something like that.
Okay. First 2D games we have to start.
Yeah.
Okay. No. If 2D game we take for 2.5 hours, it will be like boring. 2 hours you take me 2D games and you discuss about half an hour with these games, first person shooter games.
Yeah.
Third
The
person
basics
shooter
of games. Yeah,
that is correct?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Role playing video games, real time strategy games. See, different types of games are there. We'll discuss this for half an hour every day.
Yeah.
I want to design a game. So if you give me some ideas, so if you tell me some game examples, and if you tell me the story, so that I can improve my creativity skills. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you now is it now it's okay, sir? You got my requirement?
Yeah. I got what you need. Okay. So we'll first start from some basic questions to actually understand why are you learning this course. Okay. So I want to ask you, like, what is your favorite game?
Favorite game? No, I don't play games. Now only recently I've done 2 games hiring a freelancer.
Okay. What is your system configuration?
System configuration: i7 processor.
Okay.
4 GB graphics.
Okay.
GTX.
Okay.
1 minute. I'll show it in the properties. You can see. Is it visible for you?
Yeah, I can see it.
Sir, you can, you now see. Device name.
It's i7 processor, 8th generation, 16 GB RAM, and you say 4 GB of NVIDIA graphics.
Okay. Yeah, it's enough.
Right. So yeah, it's enough to even play games and even make songs.
Okay.
So I also see that you have Steam installed on your PC.
Pardon,
and,
sir?
You have Steam.
What Steam?
Steam, the gaming software Steam. You have a couple of games over here.
Yeah. This one, BlueStacks, no. I used
no
to
games. games like Crazy Kick, Human Evolution, something like that. You play these games?
No. I have downloaded.
Huh?
Daily I'm playing one by one. So if I play more games, I can get more ideas to
Yeah.
design different types of games. So that's my intention.
So
Ultimately,
where
my
are
goal,
you downloading these games from?
online. BlueStack is what to say? It creates an Android platform in
Android
the
games?
Windows. Yeah, Android
Yeah.
platform. BlueStacks, have you seen?
Yeah, I know that. It's a kind of a Android emulator.
Android emulator. Yeah, you should open. I should open it.
No, it's okay.
I'll close it. Now you share your screen, sir.
Yeah, sure.
I'll discontinue. 1 minute.
So can you see my screen?
Yeah. I can.
Yeah. So I have this page open here with all these topics that we have to cover. And, but first, before we go anywhere, uh, I actually want to talk about this Steam.
Okay.
Steam is a really great gaming platform. So if you're making or maybe planning to make a game for your personal computer or Mac, okay,
Uh,
so the Steam is the best publisher right now.
there's some
And
disturbance.
yeah,
There is some disturbance in the line. No, my
um,
voice is
there's some
clear to
kind of
you.
noise.
Yeah. Fan is running.
Just, yeah. Just a second.
What is this Steam?
Yeah, just a second. It's okay now.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Okay. So, Steam is the greatest and biggest platform right now for any kind of PC game, and it
Okay.
offers mostly any kind of game that you can think of, like action, adventure, FPS, TPS, any kind of game. Okay.
Okay.
So, firstly, we see that we can buy games here for certain amount, but for learning purposes, we can easily go to free to play section. And
Curators.
in the free to play section, we can, yeah,
What is how to go? What is this Steam?
from the homepage in the
No,
Steam.
from
So
Google you should type Steam. From that you should enter the Steam
yeah,
website.
yeah. You also have the Steam installed on your computer, so you can go from there and you can find
Okay.
this option, free to play.
Shall we install now? I don't know how to install it.
You have on your computer the Steam.
No, I don't have.
I just saw you can check it out. You can share your screen. I can help you with that.
Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, where is it?
On the
Oh,
desktop.
Steam.
Yeah.
I think I gave this laptop to one of the freelancer for developing my game. I think he would have installed it. I've never seen it. I have not installed it.
It's okay.
Instant game. Okay. Okay, 1 minute. I'll start it.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
Currently, I'm looking at Unity.
1 minute. I'll share the screen.
Mhm.
Yeah, is it visible
Yeah.
to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me, sir.
So we can see some kind of games in your library, but we'll go to store. There's an option store on the top left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gaming platform, no?
Yeah, it's a
If you develop, if I develop a game, I should put it here.
Yeah, yeah, you can publish your games here. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I have to publish my games here.
It's we can say it's like Play Store for computer.
Play Store. Okay, okay,
It's like the Play Store for computer. Okay.
okay, okay.
So we just scroll down a bit, and on the left side we can see, scroll it down.
Sir, just 1 minute. I'll open the door and come.
Okay.
My father or something. So
Okay.
open the door. Okay.
So on the left side, you can see all the types of games that we can get, and we'll get with the free to play section so that we can get some free games.
This is for desktop.
Yeah, this is for desktop.
It's like BlueStack, no?
No, it's not a BlueStack. It's as I told you, it's like a Play Store for computer.
Play Store. Play Store.
You can get all the sort of games that have been published here. You can buy them, you can play them, anything like that.
We can also do a game and publish it here.
Yeah, we can.
You know how to do that?
Yeah, we know that.
You just teach me also, okay?
Yeah, sure. Now
I want to learn also how to monetize, how to put it in Play Store. Marketing, do you know any person or you yourself marketing?
No, actually I know a firm, they do marketing stuff, and I can get in contact with you.
But it's costly?
It depends on how big your audience would be, how long you want to do the marketing, and how huge the marketplace is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Let's start.
So from here you can download a game that you like. You can play several games for free. You can download and play some free games. And some are multiplayer, some are FPS, some are adventure, some are action, and they won't cost you anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, now you're downloading a game. Okay.
We just look in. Yeah.
Now suppose we download a game. But I don't get idea how to play it. Where should I go and see for the story and
okay, so what happens is the controls are always basic, that you move forward with the WASD keys or the arrow keys, and if it's a shooter game, you use the mouse and click the left mouse button. And if it's a complicated game and there is some new kind of stuff, so what happens is the game always displays some kind of instruction on the screen so that you can press that button.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
while doing programming, you teach me all those things.
Yeah.
How to have control over the game.
Yeah.
What are the controls we should use? What are the inputs we should give? So all those.
Yeah, we'll discuss that.
Okay. Not only for Unity 3D, Blender. Apart from that, you teach me other stuffs through your experience.
What?
Through your experience. No,
VR experience. Okay.
Through your experience, you teach me. You give me many information.
Okay,
sir. Okay, now you're going to share?
Yeah. See, I went to free to play games.
Okay. Yeah, tell me.
And this is the same screen. So I would say you can get this game. This is a good. This looks good. This is like FPS. You can see the game details, and you can see also a video here.
Okay.
Free to game, free to play. So in this team that you were like using, you can just click this button and it will start downloading.
Which button, sir?
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Play game or free to play? Okay.
Yeah. You can press that and it will start downloading. You don't need to worry
Hello? 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 Hello?
So
Hello?
this
Hello?
was Steam. Sure. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, sir, can you hear me? Now your
Yeah.
voice was breaking.
Okay. Okay.
Tell me from first. Okay.
Yeah. So I was saying that we don't need to worry about these money stuff. You don't have to pay. You will just be playing the free game. Okay.
Okay.
And let me tell you about this game. What happens is this is a shooter game. We do shooting. You can see in the video. Also, this is
Hello?
So you can see what it is. It is a free to play. This is action. Hello.
Okay, okay. Your voice was a little bit breaking in between.
Now it's
Correct?
okay.
Now it's okay. Now
Okay.
it's okay. Yeah.
So the next thing is PvP. PvP is player versus player. Means you are a player and you have a friend and you want to like play against each other. That would be
Okay.
like PvP.
Multiplayer games.
Yeah, multiplayer. Then it's a shooter, and then it's also a MOBA. We'll talk about that. All these tags that we are discussing here, we'll discuss in later. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So what we do is you can download this game whenever you get time, and you can have some fun playing this, and you will have some idea how a game works. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Also about Unity. This is Unity here. I will do it from scratch for you. Like Unity, I search Unity, and there it is.
Yeah, you clicked it?
Yeah. So there it is. So Unity can be used for multiple purposes like games, automotive, and films and architecture everywhere. We will be focusing about games. Okay, we go to get started.
Okay.
And there is a plus version and there's a pro version. But since we don't have a game that earns us a lot of money, see, if your revenue or funding is greater than $200,000, that's in US dollars.
Okay. 2 lakh US dollars. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear
Hello?
me? If your revenue
Hello?
is hello, yeah, hello.
Yeah.
I can hear
Now,
you.
now.
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was saying that if your revenue or the funding of the overall project is more than $200,000,
Okay.
that is US dollars, in the last 12 months, then you need this particular product, this pro version of the Unity. And
Okay.
if you don't have that kind of money, then you can go to individual and start as the personal one. You can create free Unity games. The only thing is that it will be showing the Unity logo every time it starts the game. Okay.
Okay.
So I will click here,
Okay.
and I am like a first time user, so I'm going to start here, and I will agree to the terms and condition. So I will save it.
You're installing it.
Yeah. I actually want to show you like what all modules we need with this.
Okay. That's better.
Just a minute.
Hello?
Now, can you see
Sir, 1 minute, your voice is breaking. Yeah.
the screen?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, now I can see.
Yeah, so now you can see the screen. Okay. So this is what we get when we start the setup. I will say agree. And just a minute.
Oh, Unity Hub will be downloaded.
Yeah, Unity Hub.
That you should double click and it will open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it will ask us where
it will give the screen.
What?
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay. So then it will ask us like where should we install the Unity Hub. Then I will say in the in C program files Unity Hub. And now what happens? This hub is once installed, it can automatically update the next version of Unity and get you another version of Unity. You don't have to get back here.
Okay.
So there it is. Run the Unity Hub. I will run it. Okay. So it's here. It started.
Okay.
You can see this Unity Hub 2.2.2.
2.2.2. Okay, I'll mention. I'll make a note of it.
You can get any Unity hub and it will automatically update itself. So no issue there.
Okay.
So we go to installs and I will say add.
This is 2018, no?
It's showing an older version here.
Okay.
But I will add a new version.
Oh, you have to add a new version.
Okay. Yeah, I will say add. I have it on the other PC. So there is alpha release and there's the official release. We'll use the official release because the alpha releases are not stable. They can have some problems. So we'll go with the 2019. Okay, this is stable version.
Okay.
So we go with 2019.3 and we need this thing. Microsoft Visual Studio Community 2019.
Okay.
So we'll do all the logical coding and the C# scripting and all the making new components and scripts through this thing, the Microsoft Visual Studio Community. Okay. Next thing is we also need Android build support so that we can in future when we are making the game and publishing it into an APK, publishing it to the Play Store, we need this thing. Without this, we cannot make an Android game.
Okay.
Next is iOS build support. We don't need this because we don't have a Mac. We are using Windows. And we can build the iOS game, but it won't be completed until you have a Mac. Okay. Next thing is we can use tvOS or we can make the games for Linux. We can also make for Mac PC. We need this thing, the WebGL. WebGL is a module by which we can play the web games online. So we can make a web game, website game or a browser game using Unity. Okay. And
everything you have to click, no? All you have to download.
No, we don't need the iOS. It is not compulsory to get the tvOS or Linux or the platform we are not building. Will not use it. Will not get it. Okay. Yeah. And by default, we get the documentation that can help us in the long run. And we don't need any extra kind of language pack that actually changes the language of the menu buttons and etc. We're good with English. Okay. The next thing is we'll do the next, and then it will start installing. We just accept, and it will start installing. We don't need this. So You understand, right? Microsoft Visual Studio
Yeah.
and the WebGL and others. We don't need it right now. And even
Windows build support also we need it. For
it's a, it's a
Windows,
it's a basic. It's already installed in the Unity, the basic one, so we can use that. We don't need the
what
extra
is
one.
this Lumin OS? No, not necessary.
It's something like the Linux, but it's a kind of different. So it's just a different platform by on which we develop the game.
Okay.
Like Apple is different, like Android is different, something like that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So in the future, if we even want to publish the Android game into the iOS, and we get a Mac, okay. So what we do is we can in the future also install this iOS Mac in the future later, no issue with that. And then we can convert the same Android game into the iOS or a Mac game. Okay.
Okay. How to install it separately? Will the
Separate.
screen come again?
I don't get you. Like you can, yeah,
No.
yeah, I understand. Okay. So what will happen is like I have this. Okay. You can go to add modules and you can say which all module you need now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this will be installed for particular this version, and for the next version then you can add more modules, and for the other version something like that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So this was all about installing the Unity and some basic games. So now let's talk about the gaming stuff. What actually a game is.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see this screen now.
Sir, you will give notes and all for me.
What notes?
Notes. Or I should take running notes.
No, I will send it out for you.
You have PDF.
What PDF?
You have PDF document.
I will make the PDF for you for
No, if you put it
according.
in Word also, it's okay for me.
Yeah, I will try that.
But you give me notes.
Yeah, sure.
That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Get it.
So here we have the things that you have to learn in the basic way. So before that, we actually want to know what a game is, and I also asked you some questions that have you played any games, and I think you don't have much experience with the games, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go again with the basics. Is what actually a game is. So I told you in the introductory section that a game is something which we play for entertainment, right? For our enjoyment. You hear me?
Okay.
Yeah. So, what all platforms we can use the game on?
Okay.
We can use it on PC. We can
Okay.
use it on mobile.
Okay.
We can also use it on tablet.
Okay.
Okay, and we can also publish it on a web browser.
Okay. Okay.
Now, a web browser is actually different from your PC thing, because a PC game can be a Windows game
Okay.
or a Mac game or a Linux game.
Okay. Okay.
So now if the PC game is running on Windows, it won't run on Mac or Linux. If it's running on Mac, it cannot run on Linux or Windows. Similarly for the Linux thing. Okay. So same thing goes for mobile. If it's running on Android, it won't run on iOS. Now this is where the web browser thing comes. Now web browser games can run on mobile irrespective of any kind of platform, whether it's an Android, whether it's iOS, whether it's Windows, Mac, Linux. Some games that you can play anywhere, any device, irrespective of any platform. That is called a web browser game.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
like okay.
You understand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Phone gap using phone gap we should develop.
Phone what?
Phone gap, that
Phone
tool.
gap.
Yeah.
Okay.
With that you have to develop web browser games.
No, we'll be using Unity for that.
Okay. Unity. Okay.
Yeah. We'll be doing all this stuff using Unity.
But we have to take the version for web browser.
We'll be developing the game for PC also, for mobile also, for web browser also. I'm just telling that how a game can be played on different platforms.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the basic that we can play this on PC, mobile, and tablet, and web browser. Now, before we start, we need to know what a game engine is.
Okay.
The game engine is a software. Now, this software actually combines some assets. A software that actually combines some asset to actually publish a game. That is called a game engine. The assets could be like the 3D models, 2D assets, all the production assets that are made and combined into one using a software. That software is called game engine. It could be sound. What else we need in a game? We need scripts, we need coding, we need physics.
Now, when you say physics, I got one. I am being reminded by one thing.
Yeah.
Physics games and physics and mathematics and all. You'll be telling me what are the topics necessary.
Okay. Let me clear a myth for you.
Okay.
There's a myth that you need to be a really good mathematician if you want to be a good coder, right? So
Okay.
let me tell you, there's nothing like that. You can be a really great coder without having a really good math skill. It's that you should have a way of finding the solution of a problem, the algorithm stuff. You should be good with that. And when I talk about physics in the games and the game engine, it's not about calculating some physics or anything. It's just basic stuff like how gravity works, how a force works, what is force, what is gravity. I think we know that, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's all to the physics, that adding gravity, adding force, that could be push or pull, something like that.
Okay.
What is motion, what is velocity, the basic terms, only basic terms. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are all the stuff which we combine in a software, and we make the perfect game using the game engine.
Okay.
Now let's talk about the different types of games that you know. Let's see. The most common one is FPS. FPS full form
PUBG is an FPS or?
Yeah, it's a hybrid. It's a hybrid. It's a good question, but it's a hybrid. Let me tell you how. First person shooter. And there's one more type of shooter, that is TPS. Okay. It's third person shooter.
Sir, I have to buy drawing tablet and all, sir.
No, it's for me. Okay.
Yes.
No, it's okay. You can just do without the drawing tablet. Drawing tablet is used for making the
Creating assets.
faster.
Yeah. If I want to make assets, I should get a one.
No. Let me explain you more briefly about this. So what happens is when we are making a 3D model, and when we are making an organic 3D model, there are two types of it. One is live, that is organic, means the humans, plants, and rocks, something like that. And the other thing is inorganic, the things that are made by the humans, that is like furniture, wood, chair, table. These are all inorganic stuff. So what happened when we are working on organic stuff, means real life stuff, we tend to make it faster when we're using a graphic tablet. But we don't compulsorily need it. We can also use a mouse for that. Hello?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, you understand, right?
Okay. Pardon? Can you repeat?
You can ask me again if you didn't understand that.
If you can you repeat this, sir?
Yeah, sure. Just imagine you're making a human in the 3D world, and you want to make the face, right? The face is very, very detailed. There is some kind of changes on the nose, some kind of changes on the face, some kind of changes on the hair. So mouse clicking could be like really tiring thing. Whereas the graphic tablet makes it faster. That's it. That's all the thinking of the graphic tablet.
Graphic tablet.
Yeah. We can do.
You suggest me one thing. I'll also buy.
Yeah.
For drawing assets, we can easily create. No.
Yeah. We can easily create the assets. That's the benefit of.
You suggest me a tablet.
Yeah, I will suggest you one good one that is under the budget, and you can get it easily.
Yeah, below 8,000, 10,000, like that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, let's get back to the topic. It's FPS and TPS. So you asked me this question: what actually the PUBG is? So PUBG is actually FPS and TPS. What happens is when we start the game, the default view of the game is TPS, means third person shooter. Third person shooter means you can actually see the player, right? You can see a player.
Okay.
You can see the player, you can see it running, you can see it jumping. That's a third person shooter. Okay. And when you cannot see the player, you can just see the hands or the guns. That is called the FPS. Okay. So what happens is we can switch from this TPS view, means the third person view, to the first person view in the PUBG game. So we can play in both the manner, whether it's a TPS or the FPS. So it's a hybrid game. Okay. So this was the first person shooter. Some good examples for the first person shooter are Call of Duty. Do you know this? Call of Duty, COD.
No. I don't know.
Next
I should install and play, no?
It's a paid game.
What is that? Call on Duty.
Yeah, Call of Duty. So these are some AAA games. I will tell you what a AAA is just after this topic. Okay, we're covering this FPS, TPS.
Battlefield. Okay.
Yeah, Battlefield. Okay.
And what is it? COD?
Call of Duty.
CALL?
Yeah, Call of Duty. Yeah.
Okay.
So both are paid games. They come around something like 1,000 to 3,000, I guess. You can still what you can do is watch it on YouTube. You can get tons of videos how the Call of Duty works, or what's the gameplay, how good it looks, how you can feel that, all that stuff. You can play it on YouTube.
FPS also we can get, no?
FPS is a category.
Yeah, FPS na. Okay. It's a category.
Yeah, it's a category of games.
If I want to see the gameplay, I should see it in
YouTube. If you want a first person shooter, you want to actually play a first person shooter without buying it. I told you the Steam thing. You can go to Steam. You can go to free to play section and you can search for any kind of first person shooter, means the FPS shooter game that's actually free there, and you can play that.
And one more thing I want to know.
Yeah.
First person shooter game, individual cannot do it, no?
Oh, indie developers can do it.
Individual developer can do it.
Yeah.
But how long it will take? It will take almost.
Yeah. That's the issue. When individual person is working on a game, it takes more time as compared to when working with a team.
Okay.
I will tell you that in the next topic. Okay. So first we are covering this FPS and TPS, and in the TPS we can get Gears of War. You can check this out. That's a really good TPS game, and your Fortnite and Pubg are also TPS games, so you can also check them out.
Okay.
The next thing which comes into mind in the category of games is the platformer. This is really basic, and I think everybody knows it. You would have played this game in your childhood, Mario.
Platformer. What is that platformer?
A platformer game.
Platformer game. It's a category.
Yeah, it's a category. We are discussing the category of games.
Mario, I don't know. I didn't play.
Okay, you should really play Mario, because it was one of the best games in the decade, and the creator actually created it using a complete sense. I mean, the quality of the game was so good that you didn't need to understand, like you didn't needed any kind of instructions to actually play it. You would usually use your controllers and you can play the game. As you asked me a question that what if I don't know how to play a game, right?
Okay.
And I told you that the game gives you the instruction. The special feature of this game was that it never gave us any kind of instruction. Never ever. Never told us what is enemy, never told us what we have to do, nothing he ever told us. Whatever we did, when we saw the game, we just understood what we had to do.
Mario, M-A-R-I-O.
Yeah, M-A-R-I-O. Yeah. So it had really good gaming principles, and for the beginners, I would really suggest if you play it. It's really old. You can play it on mobile, you can play it on PC and any kind of thing. Okay. So basically, what a platformer is. Let me share my next screen with you for this in the browser.
Okay.
So you can see this is the Mario, and this is the platformer game.
Which one?
Just a second. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is the platformer Mario. You can see it's a 2D game, and we can just move the character left and right, and this character actually walks on the platform and jumps from one place to another. That's a platformer game. We cannot see straight down the road or something like that. We just move from left to right, and we have a platform where we stand. That's why it's called a platformer game. You can see this next example. This is standing on a platform. You can hear me, right?
Okay, Mario games.
Yeah.
It's a category.
No. It's a platformer is a category. Mario is a game.
Mario is a game. Okay.
Okay. So platformer. I'm talking about the platformer games. Okay. So you can see this guy is standing on a platform, and we can move him left or right, or we can make him jump. But we cannot go straight down inside the road. As we can do in PUBG, we can go straight and we can move left or right. You know, that is something like walking in all four directions.
Okay.
In this, we get only two directions, left or right.
Okay.
So this is the platformer example. And the platformer games comes under the category of 2D.
Pardon?
The platformer games comes under the category of 2D games. This is a 2D game. Okay.
Okay.
This one here, just a second. This one here is the classic Mario.
Okay.
And you can play this. This is the original Mario, we can say. Okay. So we'll get
there are a
back.
lot of games versions in Mario, no?
A lot of what?
Lot of version.
Yeah, there are a lot of versions in Mario, but the original one was always the best, I guess.
Always?
The best.
Okay.
Okay, so this was the platformer game, and I will just write it here that the first person shooter is actually a 3D game, and also the TPS is also a 3D game. Okay, in the platformer section, it's a 2D game. And in the 2D
first
game
person
section,
shooter means character will be there.
yeah.
Third person shooter.
Character is there in every kind of game, whether it's a 2D or 3D.
Okay.
The character will be able to move in all four directions.
Okay. In third person,
yeah.
In third person, only
Also,
gun or
no. The first person only gun, and let me show you with the photo thing. Yeah. So I'm gonna search for a first person shooter. So first person shooter. So you can see the first person shooter.
Call of Duty.
And this is the image of the first person shooter gameplay.
Okay.
You can see the gun, you can see the hands, but you cannot see the player.
Yeah, player, yeah.
This is the first person. Yeah.
Okay.
And we go for the third person now. There it is. So this is the third person. We can see the player. We can see him walking. We can see the legs. We can see the whole body. That's the third person.
Okay.
And I think this is the Gears of War that I said, one of the best third person shooter games.
Okay.
So I think now it's clear what the first person and the third person is.
Yeah.
And also the platformer game. Okay. Now the next one in the 2D category comes is the top down. What a top down is? A top down is where it's like this is the screen, and you move the player upside or downside in here in only two axes, X or Y. You move it either up or down, either move it left or right.
Okay.
Only two axes. It could be X or Y. So let me show you a top-down example of game. So there is the top-down game you can see.
Okay.
You can move the player in this direction, and you can shoot it, but you cannot move it in all the 3 axes. Okay.
Okay.
Also, the one more category in the games is in the 2D game. We can also use the quiz thing. We can play a short quiz game. We always do it for educational purposes, or maybe entertainment purposes, making some short quizzes, asking some questions so that people enjoy this.
Then what is
something like
yeah.
What
is AAA games?
Yeah, we will talk about this just after this one.
Okay. Quiz.
Yeah, so this is quiz. Quiz is something like a game like a KBC. KBC, like choosing one option out of 4. That's the MCQ stuff. If you choose the correct answer, then you win cash prizes.
Okay.
So that's one more type of 2D game that is there. Okay. So these were like types of games according to the view, how we view the game. It's not according to this thing. Genre. This is GENERE. Sorry, I will write it again. GENERE. Genre. So it's not according to the genre. It's according to how we view the player and how we play the game. It depends on that. Okay. So a genre actually divides the game into something stuff like action, adventure, mind games, and all that. The mood of the game. So genre actually divides the game according to the mood, like how it plays. It's a action game, it's a shooter game, it's an adventure game. We go learn a story, we go do this and something like that. According to that, then we are differentiating it with the genre. But as a game developer, we'll be talking about the how we view the game, how we play the game. Then these are the categories. This is FPS, TPS, platformer, top-down, and quiz. Okay.
What is genre?
Its genre means any kind of. It's like movie. You see action movie, you see adventure movie. You understand? Yeah, that, and using the same mechanism of movies like the action movie, we can say this is an action game, this is an adventure game, this is a mind game, something like that. So that's the genre of the game.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go next is your AAA games, you said, right? So we divide the game again, but this time we do it according to the funding. We do it according to a studio. Okay. So we start with the AAA games. What is a AAA game? A game that is made in a studio.
Okay.
We right now, when we were installing Unity, we saw this disclaimer thing that if your industry, or if you are getting a funding, or if you are making more than $200,000.
Okay.
$200,000. Let's say it's not an exact amount, okay, for a AAA game, but let's say we have $200,000 in budget to actually make the game. Okay. So that kind of game is known as a AAA game. High-end games that are made by big companies. That is called a AAA game.
AAA means GTA.
Yeah, GTA is a AAA game that is made in a studio, and the company
Avatar is this kind of movie.
Yeah, Avatar is a movie.
They have made it using this one studios.
Yeah, that would be a AAA movie, not a AAA game.
Okay, AAA movie.
Yeah. So we can see Rockstar Games. That's the one who made the GTA. Then we can talk about Activision. These are some AAA studios. Okay. This guy made COD, Call of Duty,
Okay.
and one of the best AAA studios in the market is EA, means Electronic Arts, and he is the maker of NFS.
What is this? EA?
NFS, EA is Electronic Arts.
Electronic Arts.
Yeah, it's the company name.
Okay. What they have made?
They've made many games, but one of the best games is NFS,
Okay.
Need for Speed.
Okay.
So NFS is a racer game, and very good graphics, and using all the best cars ever made, we race it to the end. Okay, so these are the AAA studios that made some AAA games, something like Rockstar, Activision, EA. So let me tell you how much they actually use in funding, and also how much they are earning in revenue. Let me tell you about this one, Activision. Activision, a AAA studio. What he did, he was making Call of Duty. I think it was like Call of Duty version Advanced Warfare, I will say. So what happened when he was making the Advanced Warfare? He, I guess, used 10 million or maybe $1 million. He invested $1 million in the game, and in only, I guess, 3 months, the game earned more than that. Like, it was the revenue of something around 100 millions.
Sure, sure. Okay.
So he invested like 1 to 2 million, something around, and in 3 months the game was like earning lots of money. Similarly, also, it's not necessary that a AAA game will earn big money like this. It's not compulsory that we have to make a good studio to actually make a good game that actually earns like a good kind of revenue. It's never compulsory with that. What happens is there are other types of games. That's a AA game. If a studio doesn't have that kind of revenue or the budget for a game, that's called a AA studio. Okay, mostly your Android mobile games, they don't have that kind of budget. They are really simple games. They don't have big budgets for a game, so they come under the AA category. And it could be like Candy Crush. It's a very basic game. So this guy also earns very high. We can Google it at how much Candy Crush earns.
Sir,
Yeah.
I've done a game using a freelancer. I'll send you the APK. You just play and tell me how it is.
Okay.
I'll send it through WhatsApp.
Yeah, you can send it through WhatsApp.
I'll get your. Can you SMS me your number? I'll tell my number.
Yeah, tell me. I will write it down.
Okay, no. You tell me. I'll write it down.
Oh, okay. You can write it on 980.
1 minute.
It's here. You can write it from here. You can see.
1 minute. 9807572 9807572 Okay, sir.
Yes, you can see this screen here.
Yeah.
You can see the revenue they made is like $1.5 billion from microtransaction in just 1 year, like 2018.
Oh,
That's
Candy Crush is a big game.
That's a really big game when they come to revenue. They didn't invest that kind of money, but they were earning 1.5 billion, means $4.2 million per day.
Oh,
So that's why I said it doesn't need to be compulsory that AAA games like make really great amount of money. It could be also a AA game using only 10 to 15 people making a game that can also get here, like the Candy Crush. When we talk about AAA games, the studio can have something around more than 100, 200, or 300 people working for just a single game. So when we're talking about Call of Duty, there were like more than 250 people working on that game.
but Candy Crush?
Let me check. Okay, I can't find it here. I have to search it in more detail so that I can get the
But
exact
not
number.
many people.
No, I can
Could
at
be
least
below
say there were
150.
like in the Candy Crush team, I would say something around 40 to 50 people. I think more than that, it was not required. Like you can see, the game is very, very basic.
Okay, okay, okay. Candy Crush.
Yeah,
It's not a that much big game also, no?
yeah. It is actually a really big game. You can see with the money thing. They didn't start with a very big budget or something, but they ended up with a really great revenue.
Okay, and then what about PUBG? How much
Yeah,
they?
I will tell you about PUBG, the story of PUBG. So first we search what is the revenue of PUBG. Okay, PUBG made something around 1.5 billion in lifetime. Yeah, it's not in 1 year. It's a lifetime. And in 2019, it started to earn something like $1.3 billion. So up to 2018.
The mode of making money is charging per game or using advertisements they get.
Yeah, PUBG is a completely hybrid game, even when we're talking about the view of the game and even when we're talking about earning. So what happens? The PUBG guys also earn from in-app purchases. You make some purchases, buying some coins or any kind of costumes or medals or code for rooms. You can make your own room for that. You need to buy that. So all that you have to buy through the in-app purchases. And this guy also earns from selling the game. Okay, when we play it on mobile, it's free. It's completely free. But when we get to PC, we need to pay a fees of something around 1,000 rupees. You hear?
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what happens is it is free for mobile, but we have to pay for creating a room. And in the PC version, we have to straight away pay this kind of money so that we can at least play this.
Okay, okay.
You can see this graph over here. I will show you. So this graph actually shows how the revenue started to grow for PUBG.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, there it is. So yeah. Uh, so you can see in the second quarter of 2018, means after 6 months of 2018, it was something made like 19.8 million. It was only here. And then it started improve in the third quarter of 2018. And in the fourth quarter of 2018, it was like making 90 million. The money is just like doubling in months. Every quarter is like 4 months. So every 4 months, the money is more than doubling here.
3 months, no?
Yeah, 3 months. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so every 3 months, the money is doubling. The revenue generation is doubling. In 3 months, they earn 20 million. Then in the next 3 months, they earn like 65. Then in the next 3 months, they're like 90. And the next 3 months, they're like $150 million. So what happened is, what I remember is in the 2018, they started making big changes to this game, PUBG. It was not well optimized. And let me tell you, it was not a AAA game. Not at all a AAA game. It was not optimized. It was not a AAA game. It was not using a high budget to make that game. They just had this thing in mind that what if we can make a free to play game by which the people can talk and play and shoot and enjoy the game. They just had this in mind. They didn't have a team. They didn't had the money for this. They didn't had the best designers or the optimizer for this thing. They just hired some freelancers over Upwork, over some other freelancing stuff. They just hired some freelancers, told them I would pay you around something this much, very less budget, and I will pay you this money. You will give me this model. I will pay this money. They will give you this model. The models were not optimized. This was the issue with them.
Optimized in the sense.
Optimized means when we'll study 3D, we'll understand that when we are making a model, we do not need any kind of extra stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, extra stuff means how can I explain? We haven't started the 3D thing. Okay, we can say just it was not optimized, and when we'll start the 3D asset making, I will tell you exactly what optimized is. Okay. So this was the story of PUBG. He started with nothing, and he created his own very big company here.
Okay.
So this was PUBG, and let me get back here. So this was the AAA game. This was the AA game, and the final is indie. So indie means independent developer. Yeah. So when a game is developed by one person, that's known as an indie game. Even good indie games can earn a lot of money. Let me show you best examples of indie games right now.
$1.5 billion. It's almost 10,000 crores for Indian money.
Yeah, after 2019, they actually became very, very popular, and they started earning lots of money. So we just saw the chart for 2018 to 2019 journey, and just after the first quarter of 2019, they were just booming in the gaming industry. So indie game revenue. As you can see, in average, a good game can make around $25,000. in the first year. And let me tell you some indie games. So there are some games here. You can see these are some indie games like Katana Zero, Outer Wilds, My Friend Pedro. These are like very basic games, you can see, not very high kind of stuff. What they do is they actually use their creativity to actually make the game more fun, more interesting, but with using less of their energy, their time, and less of creating the assets. So you can see this game in most, and I will show you one of the best indie games. You hear?
Limbo.
Yeah. So Limbo is one of the best indie games, I guess, because it was just made with this. You can see it's really basic. It's a 2D platformer game, and it is just using two colors, black and white. It's a complete grayscale game. No other colors, no other thing. It's a boy.
It's a big game.
It's a really simple game, but it's really popular. It has earned a lot of awards too. One of the best games for indie developers.
Okay.
So what's the basic funda of this is there's a boy and he has to escape from this darkness, and the world is just one level to another level to another level to another level, and it's just basic black and white stuff, nothing else. You can see some basic trees, basic grass using black and white colors. You can see the basic person here, not any kind of hard stuff, but this was really an award winner game. So you can see it was the VGX award for the best independent game. You can see the best VGX means visual graphics award is he got the best visual graphic award for the indie game. And let's see the revenue now. So you see that even a basic game could be really interesting and fun to play. So there it is. It was the third highest selling game on the Xbox Live, generating around 7.5 million in revenue in 2010. Hello. Yeah. So you can see 7.5 million in 2010. It's at that time this game earned a lot of money. So it was a big number at that in the game industry.
Okay.
So this was Limbo, an indie game, and it was a platformer game. So let's get back to this one. I'm going to pause this for a minute. I'll be back here. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will be back in a minute.
Okay. Appa?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm back. So you can see this screen. Okay. So we discussed the AAA games, AAA studios. We discussed the AA games and the AA studios, and we discussed the indie games. Okay.
Okay.
So the example I'm gonna write here Limbo. So you can see, irrespective of the budget of the game, irrespective of the team of the game could be earning something around. It can start from around $25,000 per year. It can go up to like 100 million. It just depends on the mindset. It just depends on the entertaining structure of the game. So this was the classification according to the size of the budget, the size of the studio. Okay, so we go to the next one. So it's 9:30 right now. What I'm going to do is let's study a bit of Unity. We'll start a bit of Unity right now. Okay.
Okay. We'll finish at 10:15.
Yeah, we'll finish at like 10:15, something like that. You need to go somewhere? Like
No, 10:15. Okay. How many hours you want? You can take.
I'm just gonna take it like 30 minutes, I guess.
30 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna start the Unity and explain some basic stuff in Unity, so that in the first class it's not all over the head. Unity is starting up.
I can see only paint.
Yeah, it's yeah, I got it.
Starting it.
Yeah, there was a small update with the Unity hub, so I did that. There it is. You can see the Unity hub screen now. Now what I'm going to do is create a new project. If we want to open an existing project, then we'll go to add, but right now I'm going to create a new project here.
Okay.
So what happens is when we are starting this Unity project, it first asks us, what are you trying to make? Okay, if it's a 3D game, by default it will be selected 3D. I have not selected anything. By default it will be selected as a 3D game. 3D with extras. Extras means it will supply you some extra assets that you can use for your game. We'll go with the 2D, but we'll also discuss others while we are starting it. So next is Fps Micro Game. So it will start up with the 3D setup, but also give you some basic FPS modules, some basic scripts, some basic 3D designs, so that you can use that in your game and you can get a head start. Next one is Hdrp, means high definition RP.
What is this? Where?
Which one?
I cannot see the screen.
Okay. This is a different one. Okay. Now you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was talking about 3D with the extras, and this is the FPS, and this is the HDRP, high definition RP. Okay. So what is
RP?
Yeah.
RP.
RP is how can I say this? This is just a second. So HDRP is your high definition render pipeline.
Render pipeline.
Yeah, the way we render the assets, that's called the RP. So in Unity we have LDRP, that's low definition RP. that is used for basic games, something like mobile games. And when we are using the HDRP, we are actually trying to create movies or architecture stuff, or we want something like a really high quality render, then we're going to use the HDRP. For using the games, or means making the games, we're going to be sticking with the LDRP for mobile, and for the PC games, we'll be sticking with something in the middle level. That's the 3D, the simple RP. Okay, you understand?
Okay.
You can ask if you have any kind of a query here.
High definition RP means what is that full form you said?
Render pipeline.
Render pipeline. What is that, sir? I can't
Render
understand.
pipeline means the technique by which we are going to render your assets. Means when we are playing a game, just think about this. When we are playing a game, it actually simulates a place, right? All the actions you make are different from the last time, right? So we need to create a new movie every time. We are using the CPU, we are using the GPU to actually simulate your scene, right? So more the quality, that is called the high definition render pipeline, means creating the high quality simulation that takes more power, more CPU and more GPU. So we use it for rendering out movies and automotive stuff and architecture stuff.
GPU graphical.
Yeah.
GPU. What is that?
Yeah.
Graphical.
GPU, graphics and CPU. Okay. Graphics, graphic card, the power of graphic card and the CPU. We'll use more of that when we're using the HDRP.
Okay.
Okay. So next one is Karting Micro Game. So Karting is, okay, let me show you this with an example here. So this is Mario Kart. It's kind of a racer game, we can say. And we'll get a template with some, yeah, there it is. It's a kart like this. And we do a race with your friends or maybe with the enemy in the game. And the goal of the game is to win.
And one more thing.
Yeah.
These characters can be done using Blender. These type of characters.
Yeah. Completely.
Cartoon character also you can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you. You can do this. You know, many of my students say that so Blender is like only 100 and 150 megabytes. How can it be a powerful tool? You know, everybody has this question, right? You would also have this, like, it's just a 150 megabyte tool, right? Unity is like 2 GB, 5 GB, more modules, more space increasing. And when we talk about other 3D modeling softwares, they are like 5 GB, 10 GB, 3ds Max, Maya, you know. Yeah, so these are really big softwares and they're used in AAA studios. So we think how a very simple game, very simple software like Blender can create.
Hello.
Stuff.
Hello.
Know the power of Blender. Hello.
Hello. Can you tell me from first? It was breaking. Hello. Voice was breaking. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Voice was breaking. Voice was breaking.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So I was talking about the power of Blender. I will show you the power of Blender. You can just search this Blender Open Movie. Okay. So you can see a movie was created multiple times, this kind of movie, this kind of movie. All of this stuff was just done using Blender. You can watch this when you get time. Okay. And after watching this, you will completely understand what is the power of Blender, what all you can create using Blender. I can show
Oh,
you.
Blender is an open source, no?
Yeah, Blender is an open source, so we don't need to pay any money, and we can change it according to our needs too.
You know Houdini?
What?
Houdini.
Can
It's like
can
Blender.
uh,
I'll
Houdini? Okay, okay, okay. Houdini. Yeah,
Houdini.
yeah. It's also 3D software, but I would always recommend Blender over any 3D software, even 3ds Max and Maya when you are starting out as a beginner.
Okay.
Yeah,
When I'm starting as a beginner, Blender is the correct tool.
the perfect tool. Even if you're targeting like I will learn 3ds Max or Maya, so just start with Blender, learn the basic concepts of what is 3D, how this thing works, and basic stuff like that, and then you can go on past that knowledge to your 3ds Max or Maya. So you can see the quality of the render here of the Blender thing.
Okay.
These all stuff were created using Blender. The whole complete movie from scratch. Nothing is original. It's all using the Blender. The trees, the characters, the cartoon stuff, the VFX, the smoke, everything is using the Blender. Okay.
Okay.
So we get back. So this was a karting Mario game. This is the Ldrp. You can see lightweight. LWRP means lightweight render pipeline.
Render pipe.
Yeah, this is for VR and this is for mobile games. And this is the 2D platformer micro game. If you're thinking of making a platformer game, you can just click here and it will give you some basic assets for that.
We'll see all these games through example, no?
Yeah,
Everything we will see with an example.
yeah.
Okay.
We will be covering a platformer, we will be covering a top-down game and also an FPS game.
Okay.
Okay, so we go first start with 2D. We'll name our project something like 2D game. Great.
Okay. Okay. I can't see a screen.
Yeah, it's loading up. You can see Unity is loading up. So now what he's doing is actually creating the project files, the basic project files using in the Unity stuff, and creating it in a folder that I used the C users documents. Okay, there a folder has been created.
1
The
minute.
2D game. Yeah.
1 minute. Appa! Yeah, okay. No. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, so I created a folder. Sorry, I told them to create the project files in the C users documents, and the name of the project was 2D game. So a folder would be created there in the documents folder. That would be 2D games, and all the files that are necessary for making the game are being transferred over there, and then the project will be made, and then we can open it up.
So can you tell me once more?
Yeah, sure. So what I did, I have created a project from scratch.
Okay.
Okay. So what happens now, it is transferring some files for this project. So we need a 2D game. It will give the basic files for the 2D games in that project folder. And then after the processing work is done, then we can open it up and we can start with the game development.
So this the program running you're explaining it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unity engine UI DLL, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Some basic files it will create and it will transfer it to the folder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it just takes time for the first time, and then
Okay.
it will not take a longer time like this.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
8:30 to 10:30, we'll see. Tomorrow, I want to go to church. It's nearby only. Hello? 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 Excuse me? Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello.
Hi, sir. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
happened?
yeah. Network issue. My internet got disconnected.
Okay, okay, okay. I just
So,
called you.
oh, okay,
Through
on
phone.
the phone.
That's my number.
Okay, I will save it.
Okay. If you have anything else, if you want anything else, you can call me.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
there is the Unity screen. You can see.
Okay.
Yeah. So, let's cover the basics of Unity when we start it up. What happens is we have a couple of windows here. Let's talk about them. So first is hierarchy. Hierarchy has this is hierarchy, and what it has, all kind of assets. the 2D assets, the 3D assets, the all kind of visual assets, the physics, all these kind of stuff are stored in hierarchy. Right now, what I can see is just a camera. You can see this? There's a camera in the center.
Yeah.
Only we have a main camera. So we have a camera for this thing. That's it. What we can do is we can go here, create, and I'm just going to create a simple basic cube. Okay. So what it does is create a cube. Here it is. Since we are in the 2D layout, it will just be like a square. Okay. It's a black square. Here we go. Okay. This is the square. And you can see it has been added to the hierarchy. So all the basic components that are visible on this screen or the game screen will be in the hierarchy section. Okay. Also, it also displays us the name of the scene. So currently we are using the sample scene.
Okay.
And the asterisk at the side says that we haven't saved this scene. Any changes made to the scene will be deleted if we close the screen. Okay. So I will press Ctrl plus S and it will disappear. So I've saved the scene successfully. So next thing is we can also create some stuff, some basic stuff from here, like an empty object, an empty child, some 3D objects like cube, sphere, capsule, cylinder. We'll talk about them. Some 2D, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, some, just a second. Yeah. So we can also create some 2D stuff like a sprite. We'll talk about what's a sprite, what's a tile map, but we can get some stuff here. Okay. And all that we create will be listed here.
Okay.
So that's hierarchy. Next thing is our scene. So whatever we create in this world, we have to create it here in the scene. This is the whole world, and it is like I can like zoom out as much as I want. It's a very, very big world, and you can create a very, very big level if you want. That's just a one scene. Okay. So now next window is the game window. This is the final result, what we see in the game.
Output.
Yeah, the output thing. So this is the final result. This is the game window, and it will show us what is actually visible to the player. What if we run this game? What if we deploy this game? What will the player see? So we can see the exact thing. Currently, we don't have anything. We just have a blue background and this cube here. That's a black color cube. We go to this section. We can set the resolution of the gameplay. Just imagine the display of the game cannot be same, right? If one person is playing the game on the mobile screen can be of different sizes. If one person is playing it on PC, the monitor sizes can be different. The ratio can be different. If the monitor is old, that would be something around 4:3. That would be something like a square. The monitor, the old monitor. And if we are using a new monitor, that will be something around 16:10. So we can adjust accordingly, and we can know what how it will look on different types of screens. Okay. I can also scale in, means zoom in the game, and I can also zoom out from here. The 16:9 is perfect because most of the monitors today use 16:9, and also most of the mobiles are using the 16:9. So we'll be sticking to that ratio. Okay.
Okay.
Next thing is asset store. But let me tell you, before even we start the asset store, in the latest version of Unity, the asset store has been completely removed from the Unity software. So how do we use the asset store? We'll go to the browser, and I will explain you that I can use all the assets. I can take all the assets from the Unity asset store, but we have to use the browser. We cannot access it from here. So discussing it is no use right now because it has been deleted from the latest version of Unity. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The next thing
assets, free assets, we can again use it.
We can get some free assets. We can get some paid assets. We can get For the teaching purpose, I will be using some free assets from the asset store.
Okay.
Okay. Now we get 3 buttons here. There's a play button, there's a pause button, and there's a step button. So if we click the play button, the game will start, but it doesn't do anything. Let me show you. So now we are playing the game, and we can see the game window, but it doesn't do anything because we don't have any kind of functionality. We can pause the game, and we can stop the game. Okay, and we will discuss the step later.
Okay.
Now we'll talk about the most important section. That's the inspector. Okay, inspector has all the properties. Like I selected this object. Now this object has some properties. This object has a position. This object has a rotation. This object has a size. So all these comes into this transform section. Okay. So what is the position of the camera? That's 0 in the x-axis. That's 0 in the y-axis. And minus 10 in the z-axis. Let's confirm that. So I will go to scene and I can see this is my x-axis here.
Okay.
This is my y-axis. And you can see I'm in the center and that's a 0. What I will do is increase this. I will increase this by 2. So you can see I have got 2 units away from the 0. That's 1 and this is second one. See?
Okay.
So now my camera is on second unit of the x-axis. So we can now move it with this. We can also do the same stuff of moving using this tool here, the move tool. Here, like this.
Okay.
Holding the x-axis. X-axis is the red color axis, and the yellow one or the yellowish green one is the y-axis.
Okay.
And when we go for the 3D mode, there is a z-axis that's blue in color. You can see. So that's minus 10 in the z-axis. Okay.
Okay.
Now, one thing I want to explain, as starting as a beginner, I would never recommend using this tool like this because we cannot get a stable and a perfect calculation of the position. You know, now we have a 0.24, 0.67, but we are not sure is that number correct. So to get the perfect result, we should just input the numbers here. So if we want 0, that's 0, that's 0 is 0. So that we get a perfect result, we get a perfect straight result.
Okay.
If it is slightly left, if it is slightly more on the left or it is slightly more on the right, then it will be not perfectly balanced, you know. So I would suggest always use the numbers when we're going for the perfect results. Now the next thing is rotation. We can rotate it still using this tool, rotation tool. You know, you can see the camera preview, means if we rotate the camera, it is moving, the object is moving. I can do it from here too. You can see. Since the rotation of camera is moving, the angle of camera is moving, we can see it from different angles. The cube is at the same position. We're just changing the rotation of the camera. You understand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just get back to 0. So for the scale thing, I will go for the cube. What I will do is select the cube. I will move it in the center. There it is. So now it's not center. I will say 0 by 0 by 0. Okay. So it's a perfect center. And we can see this in the game window. Okay. Now, let me tell you in the real scenario, what's happening is the camera is 10 units away from this actual cube. Okay. 10 units in the z-axis, it's always away. And he's trying to capture this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the scale of this cube. I'm going to say it's double the size. I want to make it double. Okay. So I'm going to say 2 to the x-axis, 2 to the y-axis, and 2 to the z-axis. Okay, there we go. So we have successfully doubled the size of the cube. Okay. we don't see any result if we do anything on the z-axis. Even if we do it 10, 20, 100, 200, we don't see any result. Because what's happening, we're watching it in the 2D preview. In the 3D world, we can see it has grown up to like 10 units. Okay.
Okay.
I will get back to 2 and let's try to make a simple platform using this cube. Let me show you. I will get to 2D preview back and I'm just gonna take it down. You can see this bounding box here, like white border.
Yeah.
This is the camera preview. So this is how this is the whole screen the camera can view and the camera can show on the monitor. So I'm going to touch it to the bottom and I'm going to scale it from here to here and here to here. So now in the game screen, we can see this. This is a platform.
Okay.
So it is dark in color. We'll talk about how we can color it. We can add different stuff. But this is just a simple platform I created using a cube.
Okay.
Next, what features do we get with the inspector? So you see, when we're talking about the cube.
Sir, 1 minute, I'm getting a phone. Hello? இல்லையே நான் கதவு திறங்க நான் திறந்து தான் வச்சிருக்கேன். Yeah, sir.
Yeah. So I was talking about the inspector. The inspector shows different properties for different kind of object. So next one is when we're talking about the cube has mesh. When we'll talk about 3D stuff, mesh is basically the basic anatomy of the structure.
Okay.
Let me show you this thing. Okay.
Sir?
Yeah.
Shall we see tomorrow?
Yeah, okay.
I'm tired, my eyes are burning.
Okay. We can do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow 10:30 we will see. Till.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay.
We'll start at 8, right? Tomorrow.
8 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.